Hello, everybody. I wanted to make a couple of announcements, actually relating to three different things to address some of the questions that I have been receiving or that Janelle Davis or Madison Call have been receiving regarding ASL classes and that sort of thing. So the first I want to address is prospective ASL 101 students. So students that are interested in enrolling next fall. Um, I believe one class is already full, which is pretty typical. The class tends to fill it fast. And we have more sections than ever available. So that's really exciting. One question that I think people want to know is what happens with this virus and all of that if there's a second wave. So the team, the ASL Studies team here, so Janelle and McCall are setting it up so that we are prepared to make adjustments in the fall if we need to accommodate for the virus. We certainly do not want to make those adjustments, but we will be prepared for that. What does that look like exactly? We have a couple different ideas, but we're just sort of trying to figure it out as we go along, just kind of like everybody else. But we are planning to go full steam ahead, and it's looking, and I'm optimistic about it. So I do encourage folks to continue to sign up and do so confidently that you will, that we're going to do our best to make sure that you get the experience that you probably have heard about, which is why you're taking the class. Second would be for the current ASL 102 students. So the current ASL 102 students, we are wrapping up our semester in both my classes and McCall's classes, or McCall's class through Lake City High School. I had set my last day to be the 30th, which is in 2 days. I believe that McCall has done the same. One question that a lot of those students are asking is concern about their current skill going into ASL 201. And part of that concern is because I have just been very transparent in saying that this virus and the interruption of our face-to-face class is indeed affecting your skill. It is. The reason we have the class set up the way that we do is because it works. But Janelle is teaching ASL 201, and Janelle is part of this whole process of trying to figure out what is best for students. In ASL 201, the whole first section of ASL 201 is going to be dedicated to getting those 102 students up to speed so that they have what they need in order to succeed through ASL 201. So that probably means some fun games and activities and things like that, like you would have been doing in ASL 102 before the class switches to be more of an academic focus like it normally would. So please don't concern yourself with I'm going to be behind and therefore should not take ASL 201, because we will make sure that you are prepared and everybody's in the same boat. So if you pass ASL 102, please do continue to ASL 201. We'll take care of you. Third is probably the most exciting news. So I had talked to my division chair and to a couple of people through the curriculum council, and we officially have a new class that is in the catalog called ASL 205 Conversational ASL. What that is, it's a 3-credit class. It's intended for 200 level students, and we were able to push that through very quickly, like on an unprecedented quick level, so that the students that were in the 202 classes this semester can take that ASL 205 class next fall, taught by Madison Call, right? And that whole class is in-class conversational interaction, lecture, uh, I mean, presentation and debate, and it's all just very hands-on, conversational, spontaneous ASL use type of class. And the idea behind that class is that there's a Spanish class that is similar to it, and we are just following the same, basically the same structure as that, but it's so necessary for the poor folks that finished out their whole program in ASL studies with the coronavirus interruption, and this will then give them the opportunity to to make up what they missed. And so I'm really excited about how the college has come together to support that class. So who can take that class? So the prerequisite that I set, which was a little different than the Spanish 205 class, was that you have to have completed ASL 102 in order to take it. It's designed to be a 200 level class, and so I don't suggest folks that are currently in, or that are currently going into 201 take that class, because it's going to be hitting people that have already gone through all of it, is the idea for this next fall. But for any 200 level student, whether the student went through 201 and didn't go through 202, or if they did attempt to go through 202 and that they dropped because of the coronavirus, or students that did go through 202, completed the course but don't feel that their skill is where it should be, this is the class to take. So I think that it is an excellent supplement for folks, instead of auditing ASL 201, which if you still want to do, that's fantastic. But this is going to be the hands-on, this is what you missed kind of level. So again, I don't encourage the ASL, the students that are going into ASL 201 to take it. However, you you just need to know that the expectation of the skill is going to be higher than where you're at. It's not a part of the program. It's not something that, meaning it's not something that is required in order to graduate with an ASL studies degree. It's offered as a supplement for skill, and the timing of it is just impeccable. It's intended to try to help those that were missing the information, the skill, the contents, the exposure to the language. So that class, unfortunately, if there is another shutdown in the fall, that we'll just have to cancel the class. It's brand new, and the whole point of it is that it's face-to-face. So that one, if there's another shutdown, then it will get canceled. At this point, I think that most people are just quite stir crazy, and I kind of doubt that we're, as a society, going to be able to continue just being in quarantine, or do it again to the same degree. So anyway, that's my personal opinion, not the opinion of North Idaho College. Anyway, so please let me know if you have further questions, but hopefully I answered the three main ones that people have been asking about, and I encourage folks to please contact your advisors to help you with planning, and if I'm your advisor, then please contact me. Everything is a little out of sorts, and so me too. I'm normally so great at my time management, not so much lately. So anyway, let me know if you have questions. Please all stay healthy and safe and well, and when we can appropriately social distance outside and the weather's beautiful, please go and do that. Get your vitamin D. Go, give your dog lots of loves, and be well, minions.